Introducing Kodacolor Gold 100.
I see your true colors shining through. See your true colors shining through.
Kodacolor Gold 100 gives you the most accurate colors, the truest colors of any print film.
So don't be afraid to let them show.
A new Kodacolor Gold.
Your true colors.
Shaking things up over there.
Ever notice that big spot on his head?
Yeah, what is that anyway?
I'll tell you this, Ricardo. In all the pictures you ever see of him, it's never in the same place twice.
It isn't?
No, sometimes it looks like Australia, sometimes like a hedgehog, sometimes like a Volvo. I've been keeping track of it.
How come they keep changing it?
Because it's not all the same guy. See, them Russians, they got 5 different Gorbachevs, so our spies won't know which one to follow.
You making this all up?
Wish I was. You know, them Russians, they're really crafty hombres. That's why we got to watch them like a hawk.
Hey, look at this. Nancy Reagan is teaching a kindergarten class.
That's not the real one.
Easy street. I'd love to live on easy street. Nobody works on easy street. Just sit around all day. Life is sweet. I'm telling everyone I meet. If I could live on easy street, I wouldn't want no job today. So please go away.
Well, do we have everything for a great picnic?
Sure do, honey.
Oh, good. Let's see. We have potato chips and sandwiches. Oh, a soft drink and iced tea. Let's see. And napkins and... who are these little soldiers? Scott's whiskey.
Wonder how those got in there.
I'll bet it was the wicked picnic berry.
I bet that was it.
I think these little buddies are going to stay at home. Hi, Ricardo.
Hey, okay.
Well, this is great, honey. This is the first picnic I've been on since the president was on Death Valley days.
What are you talking? We used to go on a lot of picnics.
Ricardo, a burrito on a bus bench is not a picnic.
It'll be fun to eat out in the fresh air. We always have such formal dinners. I've spent half my time deciding which fork to use.
I never worry about that.
Yeah, I just use the one that's cleanest.
Oh, what kind of Eleanor shall I be today? Pretty and witty, classy and sassy. Oh, what's a girl to do?
Good morning, Pumpkin.
Good morning, darling.
Well, great news. Our next-door neighbors are declaring bankruptcy.
Hey! How I love a free market economy. They were such ghastly people. What did he do again?
Well, he used to manufacture those big plastic floor pads for office furniture.
Oh, please, Quentin, you know I don't know what that is. I've never had a job.
Well, you know when we go to our accountant's and his chair moves around on that plastic thing?
Oh, yes.
It turns out he neglected planned obsolescence. He made the things so they never wore out, the big dope.
I feel classy and sassy.
Darling, would you sit down, please? I have this great idea.
Oh, Quentin, you're thinking. How exciting.
He has to sell his house. He has to give it away for a song. I know because I already asked the realtor. Now, if we could pick up that house cheap, we could sell it for a mean profit.
Oh, but Quentin, it's a very expensive home. Where will we get the money?
Well, that's the beauty part. You See, we could put together a group of investors from our friends in the neighborhood. Naturally, there'd be no risk to them as I would be handling the entire transaction.
Oh, Quentin, it's brilliant. That way, we could be sure that our new neighbors were our kind of people. Kiss me, you big lug.
Let's put it down over there, Bobby. We'll shoot from over here.
Well, I'm glad we only playing for a penny a point.
You say that one more time, Ricardo, I'm going to nail your hand to the floor.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we only playing for a penny a point. Don't hit me.
That's close. Bobby. Nothing like a little exercise. Very good, Bobby. Very good.
Well, if it isn't Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Come on.
Yeah, we'll give you a handicap.
Excuse me, guys, but we're trying to conduct some business here, so would you please scrape?
Oh, all right, Quentin. Say, I got an idea, Eleanor. Why don't we finish the game up in your room? Just bring the peg up there, Bobby.
Are you planning to buy the house next door?
I'm thinking about it.
It's haunted.
Those who are part of our charity work, they'll be returning soon to the mission.
Well, Mr. Hammersmith.
Call me Colin.
Colin. Yes, we'd be delighted to make an appointment to show you the house, but I'm afraid we have to talk about finance first.
Oh, that's fine. I had my accountant draw up this financial statement.
Colin, I don't mean to pry, but you're English, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from Liverpool.
Do you know Alistair Cook?
I've never bumped into him.
The English are so refined, so sophisticated. Such a pleasure to be around them.
Will you be needing anything?
Bobby, out.
Well, these figures are certainly fantastic. What do you do for a living?
I'm with the bank.
With the bank? Isn't that lovely?
When would you like to see the house?
Well, the price has to come down a little first. I mean, there's not much square footage for the price you're asking, and if, as they say, it's haunted.
Oh, poppycock.
Nevertheless, there has to be some movement in the price, otherwise I'm just not going to be able... Well, hello.
Hi.
I'm Colin Hammersmith.
Hello, I'm L.K. McGuire.
Oh, you certainly are.
L.K. lives here. All the time. Year-round.
I don't know what we can do about the price, Colin. We're pretty firm on that.
Quentin, why don't you run upstairs and change your tie? It doesn't go with your pants.
Oh.
Quentin? Shoe?
Change my shoes, too?
Where were we?
Well, I'm exactly where I want to be.
What exactly are you? Are we losing the power?
You know, LK, you're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you. You know, I was just on my way out to the patio.
Oh, I'd love to go to the patio with you, unless you'd prefer the French Riviera.
No, the patio will be fine.
Colin is thinking of buying the house next door.
No, I've already thought about it, and I've made up my mind, and the answer's yes, if you'll have me.
Well, I don't like to get involved in these real estate dealings. That's more Quentin's ball of wax.
Well, I wasn't sure at first, but something tells me I'm into something good.
I think that I'll just be going out to the patio now. Gardening, you know, messy, dirty, gardening that I have to do.
Right behind you, neighbor.
With your permission, madam.
Right.
Everyone, please now. Settle. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. I want to thank the investors for coming here tonight to meet our new English neighbor, Colin Hammersmith. He just called from his car phone. He's coming straight from work, and he'll be here toot sweet.
And his check has cleared the bank.
Gosh, golly, honey.
Clear, balls of fire.
Thanks, guys. You know how I hate attracting attention.
On Earth? I presume you invited these lowlifes.
Well, Eleanor, you have more friends with purple hair than I do.
Excuse me, but you have the wrong house, the wrong neighborhood, the wrong city.
I told you she was a giggle, didn't I? Eleanor, it's me, Colin.
Colin?
Colin?
Hello, love.
Crystal Light Bar says, think cold. Creamy. Think double chocolate fudge.
Double?
Relax. They're from Crystal Light. Just 50 calories. New cool and creamy bars. Now stop thinking.
Lee! Miss Lee! Press-on nails for teens!
Miss Lee press-on nails for smaller hands. Easy to put on as regular Lee press-on nails with 4 extra nails. 24 in all for a more perfectly beautiful fit.
Fun at your fingertips! Miss Lee press-on nails!
Introducing Lee press-on nails, the French manicure. Beautiful, affordable, easy to apply as regular Lee press-on nails and with 4 extra nails. 24 in all for a perfectly beautiful fit. Lee press-on nails, the French manicure.
Still haven't opened your Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, huh? If you don't send it in fast, you'll miss your chance to win $10 million.
Gee!
And you can win $1 million on August 11th. Or maybe you don't need $1 million from Publishers Clearinghouse.
If you think you've heard all there is about aspirin, think again. Today, there's an even better aspirin formula, Anacin. Clinical tests show that Anacin relieves headache pain better than regular strength aspirin.
Anacin, a better aspirin formula.
Okay, a totally different approach to eyeliner. This is called Perfect Pen. Maybelline created it, and it actually works like a felt tip pen. I kid you not. I mean, you can draw with this. Thick lines, thin lines, whatever. You're in control. And isn't that nice for a change? That's Perfect Pen eyeliner. It's brand new, it's smart, it's beautiful, it's Maybelline. Enough said.
Look where Starkist is going.
Everywhere with our single-serving pull-top can. It's the perfect way to take delicious Starkist prime tuna fillet with you wherever you go. At work or play, travel light.
With Starkist.
There's a kind of hush all over the room tonight.
Hi. Do you remember me?
Sure, Quentin.
Yeah. What happened to your suit?
Oh, we didn't have time to change after work.
You know, I have always admired someone who's willing to take a fashion risk. Bobby? Would you take these gentlemen's wraps?
Thank you.
Guys, everything's gonna be... really, everything's gonna... the check cleared the bank. Remember that? The check cleared the bank. Excuse me. Why don't we go into the study?
I'm sorry we're late. We were just shooting our new music video.
What? You said you worked for a bank.
No. The Bank. That's the name of our band.
Oh, well, could you use any backup singers? Because Eleanor is quite the little songbird. See? And she doesn't even need an amplifier.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
What are we going to do?
About what?
About Darth Vader and his Vaderettes.
Eleanor, you are the one who wanted to choose your neighbors, and I think you've done a swell job, too.
I don't know why I'm talking to you.
LK, you look positively ravishing tonight.
Oh, thank you, Colin. So do you.
And tell me, is that a can-can dress?
It sure is.
God, I've been looking for one of those. Tell me, who's your tailor?
Who is my tailor? Do you know that I'm just going to run and get you his number? I'll see you later.
Hurry back.
You gonna be living next door, miss?
Oh, yes. What a lovely home you have.
Well, thanks. I paid cash for it.
It reminds me of a chateau on the Loire I visited last spring. That's where I met Eve.
Eve Arden? I've always been a great fan.
Eve Salaron.
I don't know her. Tell me, miss, are you and that Colin fellow hitched?
Oh, no, I'm dating the rhythm section. Oh, but I like older men.
You do?
And I love beards.
Mine's real. One pull it?
Ooh.
Better play some horseshoes? I got it set up here in the hall.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of a musician myself. I'm more into blues.
Oh, you know, I wrote a blues song and recorded it last year. It was very emotional, very soulful, you know, straight from the heart.
That's where the flowers come from.
Yeah. I called my song Bang Your Head Against a Tree.
I gotta look out for that. Well, welcome to the neighborhood, Colin. You bring a lot of class.
It's nice to be here. Hey, tell me, who are all these wankers?
Darling, the man paid for that house with his hard-earned cash. You just can't kick him out.
I am not living next door to a rock star. It's bad enough that I have to see them when I shop.
You are not looking at the ethical side of this question. The moral side. The man paid cash.
Quentin, let's look at the broader ramifications. The man is living with 4 purple-haired musicians and 1 blonde tartlet in a house that has 1 bedroom.
Maybe they're sleeping in the baths.
They are probably sinning enough to send the whole block to hell. What's next? Animal sacrifice in the gazebo? Think of what they're doing to the real estate values.
I hadn't thought of that.
Excuse me, madam. The Investors Consortium.
Ah, thank you. Come in. Nice to see you. Won't you have a seat? Hello. Man the stereo.
Yes, sir.
Friends, good neighbors, fellow investors, we're in a bit of a pickle. Through no fault of our own, we have unwittingly sold the house next door to a man whose most recent album was entitled Squash the Puppy. Let me read some of the choicer lyrics of this musical selection, and you be the judges. I saw a trunk squash a puppy. Wasn't pretty. That's what happens in the city. Squash the puppy. Squash the puppy. Squash the puppy. For your information, Squash the Puppy is the only ballad on the album. And let's hear what happens when you play this song backwards. Quentin? It's clear as day. If you listen carefully, you can hear the words, "Howdy do, Satan, have a cup of tea." Friends, the choice is clear. It's time for us to band together to flush this menace from our neighborhood. I'm asking you all to sign the following petition, which will be presented to Mr. Colin Hammersmith.
Well, good for you, Eleanor. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other gold.
You will be signing this petition, of course, LK. It'll keep that Casanova and culottes from sniffing around you.
Eleanor, if he gets fresh, I will handle it. I won't organize a posse.
Excuse me, I want to say something. Y'all gonna have to give Colin a chance. I mean, after all, when Bully and me first moved in here, nobody liked us. And it worked out all right, didn't it?
Step aside, Ricardo. Now, I don't actually own a house in this neighborhood, but I know a lot of you have seen me around. And I say Colin has to stay. There's some nice young women in that house next door, and they're kind to senior citizens, and I say let's keep that coming.
Right through.
So, if they want to swim in the nude, who cares? Nobody's watching.
When do they do that?
After 10.
I think we are ready to take a vote.
Oh, now wait a minute, Eleanor. This is my drawing room. I get to talk.
Oh, good gravy.
Now listen. I don't think we should discriminate against someone because of what he does for a living. We should take a look instead at ourselves. I mean, Marv, you made a fortune in bathroom fixtures. And Sam, you started out as a bail bondsman. And I worked in Las Vegas wearing the Chrysler building on my head and not a whole lot else. Now tell me, can we actually say that Colin Hammersmith does not deserve to be our neighbor?
Thank you, LK. All those in favor of kicking him out?
A killer is caught in the act, and Christine may be his next victim.
He's threatening me?
Coming up on Cagney and Lacey.
Next, here on Lifetime.
Once a woman's day starts, it never stops. Which may be one reason women suffer from constipation. In fact, they're constipated 3 times more often than men. Fortunately, there's today's Correctol. Its special formula combines a mild laxative with a softening agent to work gently, work effectively, overnight, to help you feel like yourself again. Today's Correctol. Still as gentle as always, but now even more effective.
What's wrong, Sally?
Darn dishwasher spots, Marge. They're driving Bud away.
Cliff and I had the same problem. You need sunlight. It rinses clean, so it leaves everything this spotless, even in sunlight.
Next day. Sally, your glasses are beautiful. I'll never stray again.
Who writes this stuff?
Sunlight, powder or liquid. Nothing gets glasses more spotless.
A cheese riddle. Oh, Mom, what do you get when you add extra mozzarella to plain frozen pizza? A home run! Way to go, Mom. Cheese makes it taste better. So don't forget the cheese.
You don't need to see their kitchen to know they have KitchenAid. Now there's a complete line of KitchenAid premium appliances. KitchenAid, for the way it's made.
Maybelline Fresh Lash Mascara. Waterproof, smudge-proof, 24 hours. Smart.
Skip the details. It's the one that keeps on keeping on. Beautiful.
Fresh Lash. Smart, beautiful Maybelline.
The July movies on Lifetime. They're hot. Summer sizzles with the July movies on Lifetime.
You're watching Lifetime.
Oh, yeah. You know, LK's gonna just love this new song I wrote for her.
Hey, Colin, I heard a rumor. Maybe you could clear it up for me.
Shoot, mate.
If you play Squash the Puppy backwards, does it really say something?
Of course it does.
Cowabunga, what does it say?
Starve a cold, feed a fever.
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah. There you are, my lovely. You look more beautiful with every passing moment.
Oh, thank you, Colin. And may I say again that your hair looks very nice.
Oh, really? I moosed it a bit today.
Oh.
Hi, honey. Enjoy your swim last night?
How do you know about that?
Ah.
You're so cheeky.
I got the horseshoe set upstairs. Want to try it again?
Oh, good. Do I get my next lesson.
What?
Are we ready to play, lads?
Yeah! Colin, I'm just so glad that you could come over.
Oh, you're gonna just love this new song. It's mod, it's fab, it's gear.
Well, I just bet it is. And could you play it really loud? Because I'd like Eleanor to bang her head against a tree.
Listen, all the proceeds to this song are going to children in need all over the world. I dedicate the music to the children and the words to you. Actually, some of the words are for the children and some of the music is for you. All in all, that's 50-50. The name of my song is Listen to the Children.
1, 2, 3, 4!
She didn't need an amplifier.
What do you think you are doing, sir?
It's only rock and roll, love.
Dear, do you think this is really the
Quentin,
time?
we have waited long enough. Sir, we are going to rock and roll you right out of this neighborhood.
Eleanor, Colin is a guest in this house.
Not by my invitation. This, sir, is a petition. Read it and weep. What's so funny?
Eleanor, I already sold the house.
What?
You have?
Yeah, I sold it to an old mate of mine. You've probably heard of him. Dr. Destructo.
Not another rock musician.
Oh, no. He's a professional wrestler. His trademark is a sarong. You're going to love him. And his wives.
Wives?
Yeah. How much you get for the house?
Oh, twice what I paid for it.
Wherever you move to, I wish you good luck and good tailoring.
I'm going to miss you, darling. You know, I always wanted to get married to the widow next door.
Colin, that's so fab and gear of you.
And now, my dearest, I'd like to play you the second verse. Are you ready, lads?
Yeah. Right.
Second verse, same as the first.
I never feel good about myself.
I can understand that.
He was looking for a relationship.
I'm very understanding, and I'm sensitive.
You're also eating the salad dressing.
She was trying to avoid one.
I just have to take it one step at a time.
Together, they were a match made in New York.
And I'm not talking infatuation here. I'm talking
Lust.
Hey, man, I wouldn't mind a little piece of her myself.
David Steinberg and Susan Sarandon share something short of time.
And Sony brings you all this on VHS.